Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. My name is Gojira2018. Welcome to my channel. And though I normally do resounds from scenes of movies, today I'm going to talk about something a little different. I'm going to be talking about creature and animal sound effects used in cinema. Now, to start with, we're going to talk about the sound effects of bears. Let's start with this movie, The Edge, for an example. The plot of the movie follows a wealthy businessman, played by Anthony Hopkins, a photographer, played by Alec Baldwin, and his assistant, played by Harold Perrineau, trying to survive after their plane crashes in the Alaskan wilderness, all while being stalked by a large bear. This movie features a real-life bear actor. His name was Bart the Bear. Bart was a trained male Alaskan Kodiak bear that appeared in numerous movies. His debut was in Windwalker, released in 1986. Since then, Bart had been featured in movies such as The Bear, White Fang, Homeward Bound, Walking Thunder, The Edge, and others. What we're also going to be talking about is different sounds that have been used for bears. Again, in The Edge, for example, it is not just bear sounds, but also some tiger growls were used for the bear. In Walking Thunder, the bear was also producing elephant sounds. I suppose movie makers use those sounds for bears, again, because they are large and intimidating creatures. Let me show you this bear. In this movie, Into the Grizzly Maze, these bear sounds are different from others. They sound more like elephant. The plot of the movie itself follows two estranged brothers reuniting in their childhood home in Alaska, where they are led into the grizzly maze and stalked by a massive, unrelenting, and bloodthirsty grizzly bear. This movie, like The Edge, also featured a real-life acting bear named Bart the Bear II. Bart the Bear II was a male interior Alaskan grizzly bear that, despite the name, had no relation whatsoever to the original Bart the Bear. But the sound effects are more like elephant than real bear. If you listen carefully, you can also hear these roars from the T-Rex in the Jurassic Park and/or Jurassic World movies. Now, in this movie, The Golden Compass, even though it didn't have great critical reception, it featured a type of bear known as ice bears, which are basically magical incarnations of sentient polar bears. Anyway, listening to these sounds, they make sounds typical of bears. But if you listen closely at other times, you can hear sounds from other animals that make similar sounds, such as elephant, as well as big jungle cats, and even reptilian hisses. But there's also another roar I wanted to show you. It was featured in the 2016 remake of The Jungle Book. Wow, did you hear that? Let's listen to it one more time. Now, before that moment, I had never heard a roar like that before from any animal, even a bear, ever. In a lot of ways, it was original. Even though it was used for a bear, I have no idea how they created it. I can only imagine what it would sound like if someone actually encountered a bear and it made this specific sound. The sound effects of bears can be used for a number of creatures, not just specifically bears. monsters, dinosaurs, and other creatures alike, so long as the sounds fit the creature in question. For example, I'm going to show you a video that I worked on in which I used the sound effects of a bear. This scene is from the Disney movie Dinosaur. See how different it is? Not only did I resound the Carnotaurus using bear sounds, but I also resounded the entire landscape, the other animals, as well as added in my own music. But back to the topic, I used the sound effects of a bear for the Carnotaurus because I thought they fit, because I thought they matched the savagery of these theropod dinosaurs. Now, in this case, we are steering away from live-action cinema a little. In this movie, Balto, there is a scene that features a bear. Even though it is a cartoon, in this movie, there are sounds that you can hear and use for bears as well. When the bear first appears, I honestly couldn't identify those sounds, but if I had to guess, they were a wildcat, like a lion or a tiger. And then when the bear attacks, it produces roars more commonly used for cartoon bears, like this one in Balto. And let me tell you something, I have looked everywhere for these sound effects on YouTube, and they were hard to find. Did you hear that? Let's play it one more time. Now, that sound effect is more commonly used not so much for normal animals that we know, but they're more commonly used for creatures such as like monsters, dragons, and dinosaurs. But for this instance, I guess the creators used it because they thought it would make the bear sound more intimidating, and frankly, I agree. Basically, if you're making a movie that features a bear, obviously you'll want to use bear sounds to keep it authentic. But you can also use the sound effects of bears for other creatures if you like, especially as long as you believe they will fit the creature in question. Say like a theropod dinosaur, a monster, a creature of some kind, perhaps even a dragon. Anywho, that concludes this video. Going forward, I will talk about sound effects for creatures used in film. I hope you'll be there for my next one, and if you wish to know more about bear sounds used in cinema, please visit the link below in the description. Bon voyage.